My name is Rob McLeod, and I'm going to be hopefully competing in the 2013 World Overall Flying Disc Championships in Norrköping, Sweden from July 22nd to the 27th. I say hopefully because it's going to cost a lot of money for me to get there, and that's why I'm doing this campaign on Indiegogo, because I'm trying to raise some money and I have some cool things to offer anybody who donates money, and so I really would appreciate your support. And basically I'll tell you a bit about what an overall championship is. I'm going to tell you a bit about the costs and what you can actually get for money that you're donating to help me out, help me get there. So basically the costs for this. A flight is around $1,400. This is all in Canadian funds, $1,400. A hotel is around $950. Food, I estimate around $475, $500, and then the registration will be $175. So if you add that up, it's about $3,000 total. That's $3,000 Canadian, and it's a lot of money to get there. I've never actually been to Europe, so when I go, I'm going to be going a couple days before and a couple days after. So in total, I'll be there about 10 days, just so I can get there, get a chance to get some training in, meet some of the people, make sure I know where all the fields are and how to get around, and just make sure that I'm ready for Worlds, basically. So what is an overall competition? Now, I get asked this a lot. A lot of people know me as Ultimate Rob, and they know that I compete, in Ultimate Frisbee tournaments. They also know me as Frisbee Rob, and they know that I do, world records, and I compete with Davey Whippet in disc dog competitions. But the other side of what I do is an overall competition. So an overall competition is very similar to a heptathlon and track and field, in that there's 7 events, but instead of there being, long jump and 100 meters and 800 meters and things like that from track and field, in an overall competition in disc sports, it's all disc. So the 7 events are distance, where basically you stand up and you try and throw a disc as far as you can. Self-caught flight, and in self-caught flight there's maximum time aloft and throw, run, catch, and they're very similar. Basically you're measuring, one is measuring how long the disc is in the air from the time you throw to the time you catch, and then the other one, throw, run, catch, is measuring how far you actually run from where you threw it to where you catch it. There's also disc golf. So disc golf is just like normal golf or ball golf, except instead of hitting a ball into a hole, you're throwing a disc into a basket. The other one is accuracy, which is very similar to a target competition in hockey, say for example. And with this, we have a hoop that we throw into, big target about a meter and a half square, and we stand at different stations and we throw 4 discs from each station, and whoever has the most points wins. And it's hard. It actually will determine the winner in a lot of cases because people are equal in a lot of the other events, and accuracy is one that people don't really, they kind of take it for granted. Discathon is another one, and discathon is basically, there's an obstacle course around trees and things like that in a park usually, and the disc has to follow the line, and you don't have to follow the line. So the goal is to throw the Frisbee along the line, and you're running and sort of making your way through the course. It's usually about 1 kilometer long. DDC is the other one, so double disc court. So if you think about 2-on-2 volleyball, except instead of 1 volleyball, there's 2 discs. So the goal is to have both discs in the same court at the same time and have the other team touching both, which is 2 points. And it's very similar to a game like squash, where you're playing to score. Usually play to 15. And then freestyle is the other one. So freestyle is very similar to, you'll see like these soccer tricks, people like kicking the ball and spinning it around and off their head and things like that. So we do that kind of stuff, except with the disc. So if you think of Ultimate Frisbee as hockey, then you might think of freestyle as figure skating, where you're judged on the style and the tricks and the difficulty and things like that. And that's one that it takes years, lifetime to master. So those are the 7 events. I love it because it's such a variety. I mean, you're going from one event where you have to throw as far as you can to another event where, you're running and you have to be finesse, to another event where you're with a teammate, to another one where disc golf, it's a mental game, it's putting, it's everything like that. So it's quite a varied competition, and it's actually a lot of fun. And it used to be really big back in the 70s and 80s, so it's coming. I'm trying. I mean, this is the whole goal of this. I'm trying to bring it back to where it was. And so basically what I'm offering, so I have quite a few different, I'd say, I don't want to call them prizes, but stuff to give away. So for the first 50 people who donate $10, I'm going to be giving them an Innova mini disc and a handwritten thank you, which I'm going to give everybody, and a signed media card. So this is what the signed media card looks like. Just basically says Rob McLeod disc sports athlete, and it has 9 world records, 3 world championships, and 2 Guinness World Records on it. So that'll be for the first 50 people at $10. And like I said, I'm just looking for your support. I'm not expecting you to give a ton of money. It's give what you can, even if it's just good luck and congratulations, or we're going to be cheering for you. That's just as good as money a lot of times. The next level is going to be the first 25 people who donate $40, and for that, you're going to get a custom Ultimate Rob disc. Okay, so this is a Discraft Ultrastar Ultimate disc. And this is the first 25 people to donate $40. And you're also going to get a handwritten thank you, a mini disc, and one of those media cards. So that's common amongst all the levels. It's just at each level you're going to get something else. So for the first 5 who donate $75, again, a custom Ultra Rob disc, you're going to get handwritten thank you, the mini disc, the media card, and you're also going to get to request a custom instructional video that I'll do for you. So, if you really want to know how to work on, I don't know, a push pass or something like that, that's something you can request. And then finally, there's only going to be one at this level because it is a lot. So the first person, or the only person, I guess, you can donate $150 if you want, but the first person to donate $150 will get a bongo board along with an Ultimate Rob disc, handwritten thank you, and everything like that. So this is what a bongo board looks like. Okay, it's meant for balance. So if you can imagine that you stand on this thing and you stand on the ground and this thing rolls back and forth, it's very good for balance actually, and it's worth about $120 brand new. So this will be, like I said, for the first person to donate, it's $150. I do have to book a flight relatively soon. I don't want to wait till the last minute because then the flight price will go up. So this campaign will be running until June 1st. The nice thing about Indiegogo is if I don't reach my target is $3,000. So if I don't reach my target, I still get to keep the money. Whereas, other places like Kickstarter, you actually don't get to keep the money unless you hit the target. So with this one, it's nice. I'm just looking for your support, for your help. I appreciate all the emails, all the words of wisdom and support over the years that you've given me. And I really would love to go to Sweden. This will be my first time in Europe. So again, thank you for visiting and thank you for your support.